posted something about the outline feedback.
Yes.
I didn't read it.
Hold on, let me.
Basically, the only feedback was more visual aids and videos, but we got a 20 out of 20.
Yeah, and she said something about talking about like practitioners and something about punishment.
Missing literature and what recommendations would you make for future studies? What role should a behavior analyst play in interventions that involve punishment? What type of training and support should be provided? And what are some considerations a BCBA should make before recommending a punishment procedure? Are we supposed to answer all of those during our...
I feel like we talked about that, though, the reinforcement, like exhausting all reinforcement.
Right. I think we talked about that a lot.
I think she was just giving some tips. I don't think we have to, like, specifically answer those.
And you guys saw, okay, like this step-by-step or not just the feedback to learner, right? Because if you click on it, like, you can put, like, bullet points in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't look at it yet. I'm going to look at it.
It looks good. Everything looks good that she wrote.
Right. Exactly, yeah. There's consider discussing the connections to interventions that are used in schools, etc.
Yeah.
I'm trying to share my screen to see what I can do. Because somebody was trying to teach me, like, when we do videos and PowerPoints, like how to share them. All right, it's not working. Can you guys see me? Or when I'm trying to open?
I'm wondering if the questions that are in our feedback are the questions that need to be discussed at the end of the debate.
That's what I thought they were.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think we should change, like, the body of the debate. Since
Right, not change the body, but like add it towards, you know, at the end where the mediator's role was to ask questions submitted by the virtual audience. I'm wondering if that's what that is.
That would make sense.
That's what I thought it is.
would be a good spot for it.
Did anybody find any videos or anything like that?
I found one video that's really short. It might be like a minute, but do we know how to even do that? Because I don't know how to do it.
I think you can share your screen, so whoever starts the video call can share like what they see or like a PowerPoint.
Okay. Only the person that started the call.
I think so. So I know the like the guy that I work with, he told me that he would show me. Because he said that he didn't have to include like illustrations or anything like that, but
on the left side of the screen, there is a thing that says screen share. Does anybody else see that?
Yeah, I was just looking.
I was trying to, but it wasn't. Hold on, I'm trying to do that now.
Yeah, and you can do your entire screen.
Can you see what I'm seeing? Like, what does my screen show?
The Google Hangout.
Oh, okay. That's probably how they do it, and then you can do, like,
yeah. Cool. Okay. And you didn't start this, so anybody can do it.
And I didn't start the call, so even so, I'm guessing that even in the middle of the debate, if someone wants to say like,
Okay. Whoa.
hold on, it's showing everybody. Okay, stop doing. There we go.
So what are we doing? Messing around with stuff?
Yeah. So the screen share option at the left, I guess that's what we can use with the videos. So have it up in your browser and share your screen, and then the video will play, and then you shut it off, and then you say stop sharing, and then the video, like when, and we can do that with the visuals too. Because I know we were talking about like just holding it up.
So should we all include a video, visual?
I don't think so. It'll be like an hour and a half.
Right.
I think over this next week, maybe we could, if we find something that relates to what we have, we could share them, and then as a group, we could choose which ones we want to use.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Because I mean, some of the arguments just might not have a great visual, while others might have a really good one. So I don't know. We could all pull up a couple and then just choose.
Yeah.
Something clicked.
So are we going to try and do a run through next week then?
I'm trying to share a video now, but are we making the whole making it of the whole screen? And then trying to share it? I don't know how to do it.
I think so. Wait. Like I just found like a random video.
We continue our discussion. Category.
Did you guys hear that portion of it?
Yes.
I
Didn't.
Not really.
So we'll just try it. Okay, so you can click on the window you want to share. So here's my window,
ooh.
and then
Series of consequences.
can you guys hear it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the effect of those consequences upon that action.
Okay. And then click back. And now you guys can see me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So can you see that?
Yeah.
Do you see me or do you see another screen?
We see another. I see another screen.
But so like chemotherapy, right? Everyone's familiar with chemotherapy, right? It's a highly
Oh my gosh, I work for that guy. I'm not kidding.
Are you serious?
No, yep, Fred Denovi. Yep,
That's great. And it's even better.
yeah.
Kind of cool. Huh?
That's funny.
I think that
There's
was,
also another video on YouTube. It's a scene from The Big Bang Theory, and they're like pulling duct tape off their arms as it was Sheldon's idea. I don't know if anybody watched that show, but they're doing positive punishment, and they put duct tape on their arms and they're ripping it off. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be funny.
Yeah, I saw that. That one, that looks good.
that might be like one, like a good starter,
Yep.
lighten the mood.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And you do a little like positive and negative punishment chart, right, with your opening anyway. So
Yeah.
So we could start off with that maybe.
Yeah, I agree. I think that sounds like a good one for sure. Does anybody else talk about like DRAs or all that stuff? Did anybody talk about that?
I'm trying to think. I read something about it.
I thought I saw something on the outline. I just thought maybe that could be a good visual too if you find something that just breaks them down as to what they are. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking.
Let me see. I'm bringing up.
Overcorrection is mentioned,
Like types of
Oh,
and response cost.
so you mean like include like a video of like what that looks like kind of thing?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know. If like somebody can find a graph, I'm just trying to like think of easy visuals.
I think that's like using examples and stuff is a good simple way to start. Because I know the Cooper book had some graphs.
Yeah, I think if we have like maybe a few graphs or 1 or 2 graphs in a video, I think that's plenty.
Yeah, I agree.
I wonder how we could input the little table too with the positive and negative punishment, like with the plus sign and the negative sign with the arrow showing the decreases behavior. I mean, that's a simple visual. How would we include that?
In your like beginning, could you just give definitions of positive punishment?
Right.
Like how to put it as a visual?
Yeah.
I don't
How
know.
would we do that?
You could you could blow it up and just have that in a Word document and then do the screen share.
True.
Yeah. Or even I was thinking maybe a PowerPoint slide.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Oh, that too.
I wonder if we can just make a PowerPoint with all our visuals in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Someone have that up.
A PowerPoint.
I can make one.
But do we want one person sharing the videos, or do we want to share it when we're talking about it?
I could do that since I'm kind of like the introduction person. If everybody wants to send me the visuals, I could put it in that PowerPoint. Or Amanda, if you want to do that, then you could send me the PowerPoint.
I think I have one good graph from one of my articles that talks about the effects of using punishment. They talked about they implemented some kind of punishment procedure and it increased physical aggression, and you can kind of clearly see it. I can try to send that one.
Yeah.
And it's an article I talk about. Like, it's pretty, you can tell, like, once they implemented punishment, the physical aggression spiked, and then when they removed it, it didn't. And I kind of talk about that as a side effect, too.
Yeah, so you could show that when you talk about that point.
Yeah, it's in, I gotta figure out how I can, like, get that to you on paper. I guess I can find the article.
Yeah, I took it out of my article and pasted it on like a Word document.
I was gonna say, can you snip it? Like,
Yeah, I'll do that, and I can send that to you, because I think that's like, I'll check to make sure that's, if I can remember, that's what it looked pretty clear. But I can send that to you. Because I think somebody said just a few, was that, I think it might have been Heather, like just a couple graphs and the video might be good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I read through mine a couple times, and it's hard to get it under like 8 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be easier to fill that time than we think.
Mm-hmm. Will we get penalized if we go over 45 minutes?
Probably. I think it's
I would think so.
Really? Oof.
Did it give like a start? Like, I mean, I can't remember. Does it say like 35 to 40, or does it just say 45?
I think it's 30 to 45.
30 to 45?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's why we can do a run through next week and then just see what it's at. And we can see if we need to take stuff out or if we need to add.
Yeah, I think it seems like this week maybe get the visuals in line, and then next week we can do our run through.
Yeah, I agree.
But I kind of went over and rehearsed what I had, and mine was only like, just because I've been cutting mine down from what I originally had. It's like 3.5 minutes instead of 5, so I can add some. But I mean, if someone else needs a little more time, I can do mine pretty succinct.
I think you'd be fine. I mean, because you probably just taking into consideration, like, if people go over or switching in between people.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say anywhere from 3 to 5, you'd probably be good.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what I'm shooting for, anyway.
Yeah.
I think when I ran through mine was about like 5 minutes.
I have not read mine yet, so I don't know.
I didn't like write something out. I just kind of know all my points and have it kind of just have like an outline written out. I didn't write anything out like word for word.
Yeah, I didn't. Probably should though.
Yeah.
So I guess it'll
got
kind of
it.
vary depending on. It kind of varies each time.
Because do we have to turn in like a transcript of it too? Or no?
I don't know. I don't recall.
I haven't seen anywhere where it says we have to turn in a transcript.
Okay. I think what somebody that I work with did was they like typed everything everybody was saying in a Google document and they all followed along. Is what they did.
Yeah. That's what the one that I posted it had.
Mm-hmm.
Just what everybody said, so yeah. Nobody like lost their place or anything like that.
I didn't read anywhere where we had to turn one in.
I don't think so.
I think we just have
But
to
our
turn the video
outline
in.
is so detailed. I'm bringing up the syllabus.
Yeah, it's 30 to 45 minutes. And you have to respond to all those questions during the debate.
Jeez. Yeah,
we
so
have
what
to
are we
have
going to do?
those. Yeah,
Do we want to divvy up the questions?
sure.
How many?
Maybe we could new Google Doc, divvy up the questions, and then Google Doc. Sorry,
Discussion one?
a new discussion board. We could divvy up the questions and then also put our visuals and videos.
There's 5 questions.
Does anybody have a specific question that they want to answer?
No.
Do you think we should answer them all at the end, or should we take one of the questions and do it during our part?
Right now, making stuffed crust and new grilled cheese stuffed crust. Join the original stuffed crust parties on the unlimited buffet. Just $5 and change.
Okay.
It's weird.
It was weird. Someone had like something on their computer.
Yeah, I pulled mine up, but nothing's playing.
But if there's
I think
5
we should-
questions, there's like 7 people. How are we going to divvy them up?
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I'm kind of thinking of.
I mean, I'd like to answer just because I'm the prover against punishment. It just makes sense, like that. What are some considerations BCBA should make before recommending punishment procedures? I think I can like put that into what I'm saying really naturally already.
Do you want to add that to your part?
What question was that? Sorry, say that again.
What are some considerations that a BCBA should make before using punishment?
Okay.
I mean, that kind of fits in already to part of what I'm going to talk about. Because I'm gonna talk about the side effects. So I mean, I can talk about the side effects and considering those before using punishment.
Sorry.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Should we just go on the discussion board? Maybe should we just put one we're gonna answer?
Yeah, but there's 5 questions and like 7 people.
Right. I think,
Oh, there's 4 questions. I'm sorry. I only see 4.
yeah, I only
There's 4 questions.
Doing the first one, like 2 questions, second
You can
place.
split it.
Yeah.
who's
Huh?
gonna do the first one?
I feel like a lot of these are gonna get answered naturally through
Yeah.
the debate.
I do think we should have at least 1 or 2 questions that we answer at the end.
Right.
So, yeah, and as far as what role should a behavior analyst play in interventions that involve punishment, is it basically just ensuring like you're looking at data constantly and making sure you're taking like IOA and it's being executed properly? I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, that's what I would do. You just kind of have to, because I think it says in the code of ethics that you have to. Does it say something about having to like oversee, like if it's implemented, constantly making sure that's. I think that's a part of the code of ethics for
Yeah.
punishment.
And I feel like those two questions, the second and third one, and about the what role should behavior analysts play and what type of training, those kind of go together, I feel.
Yeah. And I think we can definitely pull that from the code of ethics for sure.
So can we put that one just at the bottom?
Huh?
I said we should maybe just put that at the bottom so there's
I
questions.
think you can answer those two questions at the end.
Yeah, I think that could definitely go at the end for sure. What type of information, if any, is missing from the literature on this topic? I have no clue. What recommendations would you make for future studies? Recommendations you might be able to pull from some of the articles.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of the articles at the end have what recommendations. So
And yeah, and I think that the missing literature is the fact that I kind of, when I researched it too, like nobody does punishment, like I feel like nobody does like just punishment studies anymore. It's always a combination of the two anyway. I don't know.
I
Like
found
Like
one of
the articles that I found where they just literally used punishment to test what the effects were in like the 70s and 80s. So there's not a lot of literature. There hasn't been, I don't think, since like the 80s. But yeah, maybe that's missing. I don't know.
yeah, I don't think it's used as much anymore by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what I got from it.
Yeah, I
I'm
did too.
curious, we should talk about that at the end, you know, that's what's missing, that we can't find any literature right now where punishment is used by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I mean, I guess maybe timeout, but they always, like even going back to the code of ethics, they always suggest or ethically you should do, if you implement a punishment, you have to do reinforcement too. So we could talk about that and bring it back.
Is it stated in our outline anywhere about what our group, kind of what side we are, like where we state this, like our summary of what side we agree with more? Is that addressed at all, or
Oh, okay, like
like
kind
who
of wins
basically?
the debate type of thing?
A what?
Like who wins the debate type of thing? Is that
Right.
what we're supposed to- I was thinking.
No.
Well, she didn't say that we had to do that, right?
Like the winner?
Well, like Elizabeth said, like what side we're more leaning towards.
Yeah, it seems to say like the pro and con staters just make a concluding statement. So
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, as far as the recommendations for future studies, I can go back to my articles and read recommendations.
and I think it can be really brief because that's going to take another 5 minutes to answer all of those.
Right.
So
I can definitely do that. But I think all the rest of them you can pull from the code of ethics.
Maybe at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think you can. But although, Daniel, I think you said you want to do the considerations a BCBA should make. I think you can definitely tie that into your part. But the other two, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, we can put them all at the end, and that would be fine. But I feel like I could pretty easily add that to my part also. So it's really,
I definitely think you can.
yeah. I mean, I'm totally comfortable adding that. Yeah, I think it's pretty easily into what I'm gonna talk about already.
So the rest of them will be at the end as like a separate section.
Who would like a stater say that, or the moderator, or who sums everything up?
I think
I would think the moderator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so too. I'm already, cause I asked that, like, if we have to, like declare a winner. I was wondering if that would be my role as the moderator after the questions are answered. And then I can talk about, what, someone stated about how, we do think that punishment is effective, but we do have to have reinforcement along with punishment.
Yeah, because that's in the code of ethics too. You have to. It has to be like really monitored closely.
It has to be monitored closely, and you have to make sure that reinforcement's tried first. So I can summarize the end of like the debate.
What are you doing?
So let's just get some visuals up on the discussion board.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should start the discussion board so we can choose our visuals and videos.
Yeah, I'll pull that. Like I said, I'll pull that graph from the article I have and anything else I can find.
And I can try to find. I have a piece up in front of me, and there's like a graph on every other page.
Cool.
And then I'll post the. Do we want to use that Big Bang Theory video
I think that.
as an introduction?
Yeah,
I think it'll be
I
funny.
think that's a
Okay.
Especially if you can say, like, most people when they think of punishment, they think of something like, it's gonna hurt you or something.
Yeah.
Do we want to do the Big Bang video and another video, like kind of like what you guys pulled up that, like I said, the guy that I worked for?
Yeah.
That's a good state. He has like a really quick statement and ties in. So I'll post that one too.
Perfect.
And
I
then,
think we'll also see how much time we have.
yeah.
So next, let's definitely try and do the run through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
And if all goes well, I mean, we can even run through it again that night. Do it twice, or we could do it the week after too.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it won't take us as long to get the Google Hangout going next week.
I don't think so.
Who's in charge next week?
I'll
All right,
try again.
Mary, you can do the calls, and nobody answer anybody else's calls unless it's Mary.
But hey, so do I have to control, like, but I don't have to worry about, like, putting everything up as far as, like, graphs and stuff?
This.
I don't think so because I just was able to share.
Okay, just making sure, because I don't.
Yeah, if we could figure out, like, if I could screen share, I could do that part
Okay.
too.
Yeah, that works.
Or I could do, I feel like I have a lot less to do than a lot of you guys. So if you want to do that, I could do it.
We can figure that out next week too.
Okay. All right, let's start a discussion board and we'll get visuals.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, cool.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.